Hello and welcome to the evolution of animation, as brought to you by Alvin Brandon Brown, Full Sail University. Winsor McKay, the father of animated cartoons, brought the world Gertie the Dinosaur in 1914. It was a 5-minute cartoon that took him a year to make. Modern animation studios couldn't wait. John Bray Studios introduced the world to Cells, and Pat Sullivan Studios introduced the world to Felix the Cat in 1919. When sound came into the business, Walt Disney Studios became the most influential. Mickey Mouse, Steamboat Willie, 1928. The style encouraged realistic and naturalistic animation. Mickey Mouse, the band concert, was the first use of Technicolor in 1935. The first full-length animated features through the usage of Technicolor were Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs in 1937 and Pinocchio in 1940. Warner Brothers became popular through Looney Tunes in 1930. Actually created by Disney's Hugh Harman and Rue Eising, teamed with producer Leon Schlesinger, to be only distributed by Warner's. Tex Avery and Bob Clampett started integrating highly exaggerated slapstick comedy into their films due to the artistic freedom that Warner Brothers allowed. The first appearance of Daffy Duck in Tex Avery's Porky's Duck Hunt 1937 and Clampett's Porky in Wacky Land 1938 both broke laws of physics constantly. The character Bugs Bunny developed through the span of 10 years and 30 films. By 1950, his personality and look cemented Warner Brothers a face of animation. Slapstick comedy became the theatrical genre best suited for animation as other studios assimilated the method. MGM Cartoon Studios former directors, creators of Tom and Jerry, Bill Hanna and Joe Barbera, back in 1940, founded Hanna-Barbera Productions with George Sidney in 1957. The art for television ratings, giving the artist limited creativity. Many favorites were created by Hanna-Barbera, like Scooby-Doo, Huckleberry Hound, Yogi Bear, the Smurfs, the Snorks, the Flintstones, the Jetsons, Johnny Quest, from the late 50s through the early 80s. Quality was sacrificed for quantity, as stories were predictable and series were always taking up airtime. Disney and Warner Brothers re-entered the market in the late 80s, early 90s, with Disney's DuckTales in 1987, produced by Fred Wolf, and Steven Spielberg's Warner Brothers' Tiny Toon Adventures in 1990. These series were breaths of fresh air to the audiences needed, and they ushered in an era of visually and intellectually appealing animated series. Disney restored its stronghold on animated feature films with Who Framed Roger Rabbit, 1988, and The Little Mermaid, 1989. Warner Brothers' Batman the Animated Series in 1992 brought aesthetics back to the art of animation, infusing its own distinct visual style with strong stories and well-developed characters. The first television cartoon series to be deemed first-rate, as a matter of fact. Due to the fact that the business of television production had changed so dramatically, many Oriental studios were contracted to work on animated series since the mid-80s. Thus, the influence of anime or Japanese animation continued to shape American art, just as American comic book art influenced Japanese art during World War II. Almost all animation has taken aspects of anime and incorporated it since the turn of the new millennium. Aesthetics have been restored to American animated features. As a trade, it has gained much revenue internationally. Animation's popularity has increased due to its alliance with superhero comics and the stories within them. The integration of anime-influenced work is what will ultimately keep the art alive. Anime is vibrant, detailed, and captivating, like all great works of art. The era of comic book morale is not, and animation is playing the biggest role from behind the scenes.